Sorry, I got lost in thought. I went back to reading. Thank you for being here. Sorry. I didn't get a ton of sleep last night. I'm actually functioning okay. The unfortunate thing is that my co-host, Chandra, whose book I am lawn editing, can't get into her device. And so I didn't know that for a bit. And so we were just running late. And now, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Let me just texting people. Crystal, what are you working on today? Hi, baby. Riley just walked in. She has a piece of my laundry. Yeah. She's so cute. Let's see. Just trying to quit software I don't need to run. No, that I do need to open. This I don't. This I don't need open on the computer because I can do it on my phone. This can be closed. Normally I do this all before a live stream, but I was making breakfast for my mom because I slept in as late as I could. I was making breakfast for Riley for my mom so that I could, do something this morning because I slept in as late as possible. Reading could be nice. I hope my co-host can join. But in the meantime, I'm going to set up the forest room code. She's here. Yeah.
Good morning.
Can I hear you?
Let me see. How about now?
Hold on. Did I accidentally mute the win? No. Is my computer? Okay, yeah, my computer was muted. My bad.
Um, oh, it has been a morning already.
Crystal and I were both up late. No, sorry. No, Crystal's been up early. I went to bed at like 2. She woke up at 4.
No, I did go to bed a little. Well, I was in bed early, but then I didn't fall asleep right away. But for whatever reason, center stage is not working, so I'm like really zoomed out. But that's okay. I accidentally tapped on the home app because I was going to my notes app to get the
Uh,
link, and it completely locked up my iPad.
oh.
Like, it had a little box and it was like, "Do you wanna allow access, don't allow or allow?" Wouldn't let me select either one. When I tried to reboot it, the screen slider was not responding, so it wouldn't let me reboot. I was like, "Cool, that's fine. Only had something to do right now."
Yeah. No. I mean, I was able to make breakfast for Riley. I was able to read all the chapters that I hadn't before in your book, which
Mhm.
is exciting. And
Yay.
her parting line to that person, oh,
Mhm,
especially throwing it back at them after what they said to her.
mhm.
So good. Um
No, you can't see him, but Dami is up here.
oh, cute. Yeah. I mean, maybe you need to update the iPad to get the center stage working again, or just later. You'll figure it out. But after, I mean, I was supposed to update the browser last night, and I didn't because um, either in October or November, I need to check in again with the warehouse.
Mhm.
We're going to start selling signed books again,
Ooh.
inimitable titles, hopefully through TikTok Shop. Although it kept like bringing me back to the old account,
Mhm.
and I'm like, no, it's with the new account, and it just like wouldn't keep me logged. And so I need to talk to the guy and be like, hey, you mentioned that you set this up for people um, who can't do it themselves. I thought I could do it on my own, and it's just not cooperating.
Yeah.
Like, can you do it, or because they already have an account, is that a problem?
No, that makes sense, but hopefully he can do
I
it.
mean, it shouldn't be. I think if I log into TikTok and then like ask him what email to use to add him as an admin,
Mhm.
then hopefully it'll all sort itself out, because I spent like an hour trying to fix that. And if I hadn't, I probably would have been asleep by 1, if not midnight. Because putting up the
Yeah.
products was fine.
Mhm.
Getting it to sync with TikTok was the hell part. And
Fair.
that instance, Crystal, using your format was Zara 0, Technology 1.
Yeah. So apparently there's a super secret second way to hard reboot, which you have to like you try to reboot, the screen comes up, then you hit like the down volume, up volume, and then hold the other one.
Oh, I've done that.
And that's finally what I'm like, why don't you just put that down as the way to reboot instead of having the
Oh
screen
no, I've
slider?
had to do that for phones, for iPads, my mom's
Yeah.
and mine. Actually, knock on wood, I've actually never had to do that on my iPad, but it's because I rarely use the iPad. Like, I use it as a glorified notebook. Um,
Yeah. I For the most part, I like use I like use it for portable like writing, and there's like one game, two games that I play on the iPad, and then I draw, and that's
Well,
it.
when I was in college, I used it as that, but also as a browser and so much more. And if I didn't have my laptop with me, I would also, have Scrivener on it. But now that it's just for Inimitable Books, Scrivener could be on, but I'm editing the book, so I need revision mode. And revision mode
Mhm.
still isn't on the iPad version. So it's, yeah. Okay, we're here. We're going to share the forest room code. And get cracking, because now that I've read the rest of the book, I want to line edit a bit. But I also need to do my morning routine. I might do that first. Sorry, Chandra.
Oh, you're good. I've been working on some graphics and stuff, so I want to
Oh,
finish.
also, do you want to do your intro first really quick? I just realized we
Oh
didn't.
yeah, I could do that. Me walks into a room, starts sharing something mid-thought, never tell anybody who I am. Pretty much always.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Chandra Arthur. I am the author of Mother Mercy, which is coming out in March. And I'm also the co-author of the 1,000 Words to Get Started, or 1,000 Words series with 1,000 Words to Get Started and 1,000 Words to Ignite Romance.
Yes.
I have a cover reveal coming up on the October 14th, so you can still sign up for that. Please do so. That would be amazing. And yeah,
It
that's
is
me.
an amazing cover.
I'm
Oh,
very excited about it.
I'm so excited. Like I've been excited for every single cover reveal we have ever had at Inimitable Books, but these thriller covers, there's just maybe it's the thrill of it being, a new like genre for Inimitable Books,
Hmm.
or maybe it's just like I think we're moving in a slightly like less is more cover
Hmm.
like design, at least for these titles, because it makes sense.
Yeah,
Like with fantasy, having the details, it's not bad. It's just
that's the genre.
it's the genre. Why is the image not? There we go. Um, so aren't you intrigued?
Mhm. I made some really cute graphics with it, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah. I'm so excited, and I was really glad that we were able to get this up while the Barnes and Noble pre-order sale a week or two ago was happening. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the thanks for watching preview up there, but we since got the preview image and the final image of that as well. So if you go to this link underneath Chandra's, you'll see the information for that one. Thanks for watching by Kate Kavanaugh. And again, the cover is gorgeous. It is a slightly, I would say, each of the three thrillers. So Grandma's Little Secret cover reveal was September 3rd. No, September 2nd. What was the two? It was the Tuesday, September 2nd. That is like thriller, but also horror. So like that's very there. Yours is like straight thriller. And so is Thanks for Watching, but Thanks for Watching and your covers, like the vibes are a little bit or a lot of it different. The cover vibes are closer together than the book vibes are, but they still perfectly match the book. So it's not like there's going to be any problems, but it's just like, oh, it's so good.
I'm so nosy. I'm like, I can't wait.
I know.
Speaking of which, I need to make sure that I have signed up for Kate's cover reveal too. Um, I have an idea for like a graphic once they're all out, and some stuff uh that I want to do on my newsletter and my blog.
Yeah.
It is a thriller. All three of these titles are thrillers.
Yes. And if you don't know who I am and it wasn't clear, my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the founder. I'm actually going to hide this so you can see. My name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the founder of Inimitable Books, a small publishing company dedicated to uplifting marginalized voices without pigeonholing authors into writing about their trauma. With these thriller books, Grandma's Little Secret by Becca C. Smith is inspired by true events. So she chose to write about her trauma. And, you know, Inimitable Books is all about you can if you want to, but you shouldn't have to in order to get a book deal if you're a marginalized identity. So Chandra started with the 1,000 words, and now she's writing this. And yeah, it's really... This one's dark. I want to let you all know. Like, the cover is brighter than Grandma's Little Secret, but Grandma's Little Secret is happier than Mother Mercy. Like, by a lot. But if you like Dexter, the movie Promising Young Woman, I'm forgetting what the books were called. Killing Eve. They were initially called Villanelle. There we go. Codename Villanelle. And then the TV show called Killing Eve, which is based on that. Like, those types of things, you'll like it, but you should still brace yourself. Like, it's more intense than Law and Order SVU and much more along the lines of Criminal Minds, which my mom thinks is too sadistic for her to watch. So,
which makes sense because I've watched all of Criminal Minds and started rewatching it.
yes, yeah. But my mom's excited for your book. I just can't guarantee that you'll be able to make it through.
I know some people have already asked me, and I'm like, well.
You're like, I want to say, you're like, you don't want to lie, but also.
Yeah, I mean, that's why content warnings are so important to me, because I don't
The
want to.
content warnings on this are a doozy. Like, it looks like a really simple list. And then you read the book and you're like, oh.
I'm like, did I put enough things on the list?
You did. I was going to say I don't remember one of them. And I was like, wasn't that only Grandma's Little Secret? I was like, nope, just remember the scene.
I tried to write, this is one like pro tip. If you have squirrel brain like me, I tried to, as I wrote a scene, I went back and I added it to the list to try to capture as much as I could so I wouldn't forget.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this book is going to be banned in certain places.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because one of the triggers is like, there's not a better word for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember we talked about that one. I was like,
oh. The fact that we talked about the spelling about that and not the actual content of it, we were like, because obviously. So yeah, there, you know, there maybe was real trauma. There is definitely trauma in the book. It may or may not give you trauma, but it also might help you work through, you know, there's just a lot. There's a lot going there. So proceed with caution, but proceed, because it is a really, really good book. And I'm just going to, do you mind if I say the dedication so that?
No, not at all.
Because I think it's a great selling point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go for it.
To the villains, I hope you screaming. And yeah, I just censored myself in real life. Wasn't that awesome?
So here's the funny thing. Whenever I'm like posting stuff for the book, I'm like going through like the description or anything like that, and I'm like, oh, I can't say that word. I can't say that word. So I try to like put the full description like in bio. How, Dobby? No. Why would you do that? Sorry, he just bit me for no reason. Well, for cat is why. Um,
For
yeah, bad.
orange cat,
Yes.
to be clear.
He had his head laying in my palm like this, and just like was like, okay, I'm gonna bite your thumb like right here.
Yeah.
But will he get off of my lap? No.
Well, he's like,
Um,
you're not paying attention to me and you're not doing what I need. I need your attention back on me. Riley will claw at my thigh if I'm not paying attention to her. And I'm like, I'm right here. You've been in my periphery this whole time. I know you don't
here,
think I'm paying attention to you, but I am.
yeah, he's being himself. I was saying though, um, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, it's
Going
gone.
through captions and being like, oh, I can't just post that.
Oh, yeah. So I try to post the unedited caption in like a pinned post, and then everything else put in like emojis and stuff like that.
So Chandra just said what she does. If you look at our social media, especially our TikTok, the new Inimitable Books username, not the old Inimitable Books LLC, where we had gotten and multiple times because we were saying like, oh, it's dark fantasy, and we didn't realize that that word is like apparently a no on TikTok. We were very much like, oh, we ran into this multiple times, and we are now very, very vigilant on it for the current account. And we had to rebuild from the start. And we write it out normally, and then the social media assistant sends it to me. Well, no, the social media writes it out, I assume, and then fixes it as much as she can. And then I look at the caption. I approve everything. Sometimes mistakes still happen, but I go through all the captions and things like that. And I see, like this word, like maybe from your research is fine, but I'm worried that it could be dinged. So can we completely rephrase it to a more like still gets the point across, but not a problem word? Or do we need to like type it with symbols, or do we just need to replace it with emojis? Or, do we just say like, oh, we do quote unquote bland descriptions, but the visuals get across that like, oh, this is intense. And then we say like, like link in bio, but not those words without any modifications, because that was also a thing. So yeah.
Yeah.
You can check out our TikTok and our captions and see.
Tricky sometimes, but it's also kind of a game.
I mean, now that I know that there are rules, it is a game. Whereas before it was like, how am I losing a game I didn't know I was playing? Like,
yeah,
which isn't fun.
Dobby, as much as you want to, you may not
Yeah. Definitely use an emote for the second to last word in that, but like otherwise you'd be fine. Chandra was hilarious, and I think it was an Instagram post where it was like, oh, there are deadlines, and like did a skull emote, and I was like, that is diabolical.
I've been chuckling about that for days.
I mean, you should. That was amazing. I still think about it. Like, so good. But yeah. Anyway,
No. If you hear me just like muttering random things that do not make sense, I am for sure talking to Dobby.
No, it makes sense because I know you're talking to Dobby. And Crystal has a cat, so Crystal also knows that it makes sense. We're aware. We know how it works. We got it. Okay. Join our upcoming cover reveals. It is in the pinned comment. Chandra's is one of them, so you should do that. In 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Sorry we've been yapping. Like I said, I have a lot of sleep. Haven't seen Chandra's lovely face in a while, but we got work to do. And I have breakfast to eat. Sorry about that. I spent like the last 10 minutes being like, where are these files? And I remember that I had uploaded them to Canva and then removed them from my computer because I was like, I don't need these again. And I'm like, but you do. So I'm just creating book plate stickers for most of our titles because I realized I had stopped sending them after our first 3 titles, really. Like, not intentionally, just.
Having a lot of stuff on your plate.
Yeah.
I moved my camera for now just so I'm hopefully not blinding everyone with the sun flare behind me.
Aw, that's nice.
I made some really fun graphics and fixed something we talked about in one of them. I was like, "Ooh, I know what will fix this." So I think it's a lot better and I can use it to make some other things. So I did that. Um, and I'll need to schedule some more stuff. And I did upload a timer, which came out yesterday, and I've got a couple more that I scheduled that I'm really liking. I figured out how to make timers very easily using Premiere Pro and After Effects.
Yeah,
And so I'm having a good time with that.
I love that. I had been doing it, and then I had broken something in the timer that I had made from scratch. So I had to hire someone on Fiverr to make this part
Mhm.
because it wouldn't do it for like multiple minutes. I could only get it to do it like for a minute for some reason. Like, I think Adobe Premiere Pro had updated or something had updated on my computer, and then I just couldn't get it to work for some reason.
Mhm.
So then I fixed that, and now it's fine.
I found this lady who does tutorials, and me I think I've got her stuff. She has like a blog that has a lot of the information, and then she has a companion video so you can watch and see what she's doing.
Can you send me that link? Because someone had actually apparently messaged me like years ago, and then for some reason the social media website finally showed me the message, and they were asking for like this stuff,
Mhm.
and they're like, oh, do you like stuff the original file used? I was like, I wound up having to pay someone to, so no, I can't, I don't have what I had sent this other person forever ago of how to make their own timer.
Yeah, so I actually part of the code that I used was in the comments. Um, so but I do have all of it and I'll email it to you.
Okay, great. Because this person had asked in like 2023, and I like never saw it. And I was like, dang. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know why this never notified me.
I think it like puts some stuff in like alternate folders and they just like added the additional folders without saying anything.
No, it wasn't in an additional folder. It was like right at the top of my inbox.
Oh, that's weird.
And then I had gotten a message from Holly, and I'm like, and it was like clearly from before Holly and I were like as good friends.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, what is this?
That's so weird.
Like they just popped up at the top of my thing. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but it is.
It's technology is gaslighting you.
Yeah, no, 100%. I was just like, It's like fun, fun, fun. We love that. Come on, I need this to be square. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. There we go. That's a square. That's how you know it's been crazy, where I just start talking to myself. You're like, oh. She's probably long gone. Hello, hi. Oh my god. The people in the chat missed it, but I got not enough sleep last night, so I'm a little slow this morning. I apologize. Okay. You picked this tree next.
Okay. So I just sent it to you. There's a part where I have like a step by step. It's just a very simple like refresher that I look at when I'm doing it now that I've made a few timers.
Uh-huh.
But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple. The way that I found most efficient is to create and export the video background
That's what I do. Oh, that I do that yes.
and then save that and
Yeah.
open it in After Effects and then just redo the timer every time because the code is so simple. It probably takes like 5-10 minutes. And then send to media encoder and probably can do the whole thing in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Because I
yeah,
did
you're welcome.
it, and then what I did like broke, and then what we currently use is, someone on Fiverr for a reasonable amount probably did what you just described, but I had the background, and so then I layered everything together myself.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah,
every
this
time
code is copy paste.
yeah.
And the way that it's done, you can go in, like you could save the same copy and just like update the times because it's all based off of the slider effect.
Okay, that was my problem because it was the time. Because when I set it for I had made 30 seconds to start the stream,
Mhm.
and then I couldn't get it to do anything be over a minute long.
Mhm.
And then I got it to be 5 minutes long, but then it wouldn't go to 25.
Okay, so that's the second bit of code that I found in the comments, and I put it all together. So when you watch her video and look at her blog post that goes with it, you'll see the first part, which is the one that you're probably talking about. And then when you look at the code that I included in the email, that second additional part is what makes you be able to go up above that time.
Okay. Okay. So I hadn't watched her. I had found someone else.
Mhm.
And I think they just never had that part.
Yeah, and
I didn't comment or anything. So
she didn't include that. That was actually just a good Samaritan in the comments who was like, "Hey, if you wanted to do like a, you know, double digit minute and second countdown, you'll need to add this at the end.
Yeah, but I just mean there was nothing in the comments on the video that I had watched because I had
Yeah.
checked.
Yeah, I saw that. I tried it once and I was like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah. Chandra,
Because
by the
all
way,
the
I invited you to the room so
oh,
you wouldn't have to type it in, but I don't know if it came through to you or not, or if you have to type it in.
I'm gonna have to exit the old room and hope that the notification is still there.
Oh, if
Because
not, I can uninvite you and then reinvite you.
let me sync it. If I found that if I don't click on the notification, I
I
can
have also
usually
found that, but sometimes it still messes up. I want to
see.
see.
Watch me say that, and now it doesn't want to work. Oh, there it is. Eh, it did work.
Hold on. I know we had tech problems earlier, so this is probably, a bad idea, but I just want to. Is this not the Bluetooth one? Are these only the. Nope. Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Oh, these are so comfy. These are JLab. My mom was like, "Why'd you buy new headphones?" And I was like, "Because these were on sale and they're a pretty color and they're supposedly really, really good." And she's like, "What makes them special?" And I was like, "I don't know, but every creator online seems to have one." So I used to have Bose, and then I gave them away. I actually gave them to Veronica King when she was visiting. I was like, "Do you still want them?" I'm not really using them because they're just like they were Bluetooth headphones like these, but they're so expensive. It's like I'm not going to wear these around the city. I don't want to get
Oh
snatched.
yeah.
I wouldn't even wear them around college campus, whereas a lot of my classmates would and other people on the subway do. But I was just like, I don't want to do that. But these are cheaper but these are so nice and they're so soft.
I need to get something like that for what I wear, like just around because sometimes I have very small ears and these tend to hurt my
Yeah.
ears. And
This,
so,
I barely feel this at all. I'm someone who can't wear headbands and
mhm.
headphones. I have been lucky. Like the Bose ones were mostly okay. Um, and then I had a Logitech one with this, but that's at my place. But this was on sale on TikTok Shop, and it was just like I want it.
Beep boop. That's fair. I
Yeah.
use a similar one with the arm for work most of the time. Dobby, if you bite me one more time, you're gonna be out in the cold. I don't know what to tell you. I wasn't even doing anything at this point. My arm was just there and he was like, snacks. So mean.
Okay, we're gonna start our second sprint, and then during the sprint, I will send you the link to these, Andrea, because there might be
Perfect.
another sale. And if not, they're still like reasonable. So, in three, two, one. Happy productivity, everyone.
How'd you do?
That's pretty good. I got more set up and I'm looking at some other content that I've been working on in the background. And I also set up my phone to take a little bit of video that I plan to use for another project. And I realized that I had done what you did in a sense of like thinking that I was done with some video clips and I deleted them. And I didn't realize that it was for a video that was still saved as a project and not exported.
Oh no.
So I had to go find them, recover them, and put them in a place where I won't delete them again.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Um, but yeah, I was able to find them fortunately and not have to scrap that project because that would have sucked.
Oh yeah, that would have been frustrating.
So I don't have a ton of it finished, but I have it set up and it's like I've just been editing as I go instead of having like a ton of editing to do all at once. So it would have been a major pain.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
So lessons were learned.
I mean, my video editing problem a few days ago was, hey, I thought I had certain clips and then I forgot that those clips had been corrupted, which is why I had to delete them, but I never refilmed them, thinking like I found them. Like I remember filming them. It's fine.
Mhm,
Um, and then the clips I did have, I can speak. Most of it was fine, but for some reason, I used the script in addition to Adobe Premiere Pro, just because
mhm,
when I need fun like layouts, I'm like, I don't have the time to teach myself this in Adobe Premiere Pro. Like one day
mhm.
I will, but today's not that day. So for the course, I've been using Descript when I like need a list on the side of the screen or whatever. But then also with um like they have the ability to do like an overlay of you on camera over B-roll much faster than me having to build it once or find a template and like for the Adobe Creator Suite or whatever. So I'd done that with a bunch of clips and so many were fine. And then there were just three randomly where my speaking was not there at all, but the B-roll audio was super loud. So I then had to go back in and like re-edit the video all over from scratch again, basically, because it just like kept glitching. And it was a day that
Oh,
the app was glitching, but they didn't say that was one of the glitches. And
mhm.
then and then it went up. And that's the one of like all the tech, which you commented on. But that was a hell of a video to do just because some of the things had gotten um, you know, were
Yeah,
corrupted so they couldn't even go to my computer. Like my phone wouldn't even save it to iCloud. Like that's how badly the files had gotten corrupted through what I don't know what happened. I still don't know what happened that day. And for all the other stuff I filmed that day were like they were speaking videos, I'd apparently refilmed those parts, but none of the B-roll.
that's annoying.
Yeah, so that video took forever. But it's our longest video on the channel, which means that if we ever do get monetized,
Yeah, that's the one. And it's evergreen, so
yeah,
that helps. I've noticed that too with like my 300 things back from when I first started my channel. Um, it's still really popular like around New Year's when everyone's setting resolutions and stuff. And then have like different timers randomly pick up Steam again and just start
yeah.
playing. And I was like, I started doing the themed timers for Mother Mercy, and that's been a lot of fun. And I've gotten to like
I'm
throw in
scared to ask what that is. Like,
it's It's kind of like the one that's up, but I've gotten creative with it. So like one is like kind of a background with just a countdown. One of them has quotes with it um, that pop up throughout, and it's like a loop, but it
Oh, okay,
plays
okay.
like yeah. So and then I've got um, probably from what I just figured out, I'm gonna do a different one that was inspired by what I just created. I think it'll be really fun. So, yeah, I'm just doing different combinations of the things that I think are working well together. And I do need to spend some time on Facebook today because there's a lot of thriller groups on Facebook and they're super friendly and like open to authors posting. Like they want a mix of authors posting as well as readers looking for advice, all of that stuff, alpha, beta readers, everything. So I've been spending a bit of time in there just chatting and, engaging. And I'm trying not to post too often. They're like, please don't spam the chat. And I'm like, yeah, this is why we can't have nice things. So I'm not posting my stuff too often, but I'm just um, being there. So it's really cool to see spaces like that. And it seems to be growing. Like there's already been a bunch of people added since I started, and there's a lot of other authors who are sharing things. And so that's been really cool. So I want to spend a little bit of time on
Oh,
that
your short
today.
just got fed to me.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, I love that. That's good. I'm gonna like it.
And I did also make one with that artist, Sophia Zella. Is that the one? Or is it
Yeah,
a different one? No, okay. Yeah.
yeah, that's the one. I
So
love it.
I'm cross posting too. I'm like when I make a reel, I'm posting it not necessarily at the same time, but Instagram, Facebook, and I haven't posted one to TikTok. I need to do that. Um, and
Mm.
YouTube. So I should probably make a spreadsheet of each one and be like, where have I already posted this?
Yeah,
Just I don't remember.
yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Um, okay, let me set up the next forest room. Regina's saying soft is important. I don't know what that was referencing. But she said back again, and then
Sorry,
she added 738 words. But I don't know what the soft is, Regina.
I didn't see Grayson's comment before. Well, what if I wanted to get blinded by the sun, Chandra?
You never responded. I thought you were just ignoring it.
No, I didn't see. That's hilarious. Oh,
Thank you,
my
Greg.
bad.
Thank you. Yes. Yes, the soft skin things. They're still super soft. Because I love Logitech, okay? Like the keyboards, their mouse, I swear by Logitech, as the recent tech video on this channel will attest to. But their headphone with the thing, I don't know if it's because they have to justify like the weight of the thing that flips down, but like their padding is so hard on those headphones.
Dobby is being a menace right now.
That implies that
As
there are times that he's not.
when he's sleeping, it's him. He's like
Riley's a
standing.
Riley's a menace when she's sleeping because she'll almost kick me off the bed. And then one
He's
time she
taking a
moved my mom over.
oh, she's just like this. This is actually my bed, but you can be up here too.
Yeah, so normally she's in between us. And there was one night I woke up in the middle of the night, um, because my mom was like way too close to me, and I'm like, what is happening? This has never happened before. And I look over, and it's because Riley has decided to claim the edge of the bed on the other side of my mom, which never happened. So then my mom in her sleep, completely out of it, moves over, which then pushes me closer to the edge. I'm like, okay, so it's still Riley's fault. It's just not literally her body pressing up against mine like it normally is.
So when we had a really bad cold snap a while ago, and Piper was on the bed with me, which usually she sleeps in her crate. She's crate trained. She has her own blanket and everything, but it was really cold. So I was like, yeah, you can come up here. And in the middle of the night, she got up, tossed the covers over her head, and then turned in a circle and just ripped all of the covers off me. So she's sleeping like a little donut with all of the covers like spiraled out around her, and I'm
Yeah.
just laying over there shivering. Like, I was being nice.
I would have woken her up and been like, no, no, we're sharing. You can go
I
back
did.
to sleep when we're sharing, but no, up, up.
She was like, I don't understand what your deal is. I live here too.
It's like, fine, we could share, but this is not. Whew. So sorry if I set everyone off with that. At the start of the, stream, because I had read your story, I was like, oh, I'm immediately gonna line at it. And then I was like, no, I have to do my morning routine. And that took me all of this last spring because I was also doing some graphic design stuff still,
Mhm.
held over from the first sprint. And then um I need to do that, but I also need to edit the next video in the course because the course
Mhm.
is going up in 9 days. I mean, your line edit is due before then, but it's faster for me to line edit than it is for me to edit these videos.
Fair, yeah.
It never ends.
It's always one more thing to do.
It's so true.
I might get like a little breakfast on the next sprint.
I think you should. I know we're so close to the top of the hour, but I don't want to wait. So
Fair.
we're
Yeah, we
we're
can go
gonna
ahead.
start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone.
Oh, it looks like the main timer got paused, but the forest tree just grew. I made a snack and ate some of it.
I don't know what happened with that. I think I paused. Oh, you know what it was? I took off the headphones because I went somewhere else, and then
Oh,
I actually didn't put them back on because I was supposed to be editing a video, and then I realized, like, oh, you know what? I need to design the lead magnet that is for the course, because I think the assistant has started posting the stuff where it's like sign up, and the form is there, but if people fill out the form, it hasn't been automatically sending it to them, and I'm like, so
gotcha.
like a.
They had a thing in one of the thriller Dobby, stop. In one of the thriller groups that I'm in for like sharing your socials and stuff. So I went in and did that, and then I looked for other thriller authors and ARC readers and bookstagrammers and just checked out their profiles and followed some of them.
Cool. Anyone who's like established enough that we could ask for a blurb or?
I don't think so. It didn't appear that way to me. I would have to
I
probably look at their
figured
social
not, but
media
I was
more.
just like, maybe there's a gem in there that we don't know about.
Yeah. Ooh, but I did get one that I'm excited about, and I'll have to send to you
That's cool.
because I don't know if I told you before.
Probably didn't. We've been doing a lot, you and me.
Yeah, we've been kind of all over the place.
How did Regina, don't sign up yet. Because I want you to get the freebie, and the freebie is still being designed. So just like the content for the freebie is set, but you need a.
I don't know if you can hear Piper.
I heard something. I'm like, I don't know what.
Yeah, someone's coming over, and so she was like, "Ah, okay, ma'am, we know. We invited them. It's fine."
She's like, are you sure?
And it's also a person that she knows, so I don't know why she's being so dramatic.
Why not?
She's so silly. So I think this is probably just because of the version of WordPress that I have, but I really wish that I could have like a different background for like the 1,000 words page, but only for that page.
I mean, you probably could.
It won't let me change the full background unless I change the theme for the site.
Oh no,
And I was like, well, I really
that's
like the theme for
not worth
everything else.
it.
Yeah. So I left it alone, but I was just like,
Dang.
yeah,
It's a bummer. I'm
it
sorry.
is. But everything else is super cute, so
And that's what matters.
yeah.
I'm joking a little bit, but also not really
I
joking.
but I like the rest of it came out so good.
Yeah, it really did.
I do need to make a newsletter magnet as well. I'd like to get my readership up on my newsletter because I do put some really good stuff in there, but I would like to put more, but I don't have enough subscribers yet to um make that like a thing.
Mm.
So I need to figure out what that will be. I'm trying to think what else. I'll probably spend some time scheduling reels for um, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And once I get those scheduled, then I can go and do um, my next vidIQ course. I should probably be writing this down since I have the
I mean,
short-term
there
memory.
will be a replay
Oh, that's true. That's true.
because we're on YouTube and not on Twitch. But yes, normally I would say absolutely. I mean, you should probably still write it down just so you can mark them off as you do them.
Yeah. I do need to write some posts.
I just realized one of the fonts on the book covers has been one that I've used in Canva before and never thought about. I was like, why is that font name familiar?
That's so funny. Sometimes it can be really hard to find overlapping font name between different platforms.
I know. It was so funny because I was just like, wait, hold on. Because it was like in recently used, and I don't think I had used it recently. I think the social media assistant had or something.
That makes
So it was
sense.
right there. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we could do that. And we
I
did.
need I need to make a content calendar.
I thought you had one.
So I have a planner, but I don't have like just an overview calendar because there's some stuff like on TikTok you can't schedule stuff. So I need
You
to
can now in the TikTok Studio app.
oh, you have to have a separate app for it.
It's a separate app, which is a pain in the butt, but it is amazing. And they also
Okay.
give you like inspirations and stuff like that. So it is worth the download. If TikTok is still worth it to an individual, it is worth having the studio
Mhm.
app. I resisted for a while and then I was like, you know what? What am I doing? Like just do it.
I may try it because yeah, I think I need an overview so I can go through and schedule stuff because some things I don't put um on my planner because that's mostly like a it links to anything in Google. So all of my blog posts, my newsletter, like the print stuff for it, and just like a video schedule and stuff like that. But for like the daily, like, oh, you need to have a reel on this day or whatever, I don't have that.
Mm. Yeah, I mean we don't. I let the social maybe we do. I let the social media assistant handle it.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I'm just like, oh, that would be so nice to like get someone to help me like an hour a week or something. I
Yeah.
say that I don't know that that would actually make a difference, but
I don't know if an hour a week is enough to make a difference.
Just like, gather my thoughts for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I definitely needed the help. Someone is watching Star Trek rerun. Social media is a full-time job. Yeah, it is. I mean, that's why companies have social media managers. And then normally teams under that if they can afford it.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
Start singing It Must Be Nice.
It must be nice. It must be nice. No, my brain went to If I Were a Rich Man from Fiddler on the Roof or
Is there
Money from ABBA / Mamma Mia.
Is there a mashup of those? Because that would be
All
so good.
three? All three or just those two?
At least two of them. In any order.
Okay, money, 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 and If I Were a Rich Man. If not, we might just.
We might be onto something here.
Or I think, yeah. There's a song called Money, Money from Cabaret, but that's not the one that was in my head. No, the internet's just like, do you want the lyrics for this song or this song? And I'm like, no.
No. None of that.
So I think we are on to something. Well, it's like when, Gwen Stefani did If I Were a Rich Girl, and everyone said, oh, this song is like that. It's like, no, that song is like the musical.
Doesn't that make you just like cry a little bit inside? Just like, are you kidding me?
Just like, all you have to do is look at the years they were written.
That's actually a very hard thing to do, apparently.
I know, but yeah. We got to do our third sprint.
Yes.
Wait, can I count? That was our third sprint.
So this will be our fourth. Yeah, this will be the fourth.
Yeah, I'm looking at the tree picks. I think I've been really bad about putting up the sprint tickers. So that's why I'm like out of sorts. But yeah, I was like, no, we're further ahead.
Yeah, this will be the fourth one.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget to leave the previous room.
I did for once.
Chandra, if your book ever gets made into a movie, I'll see it. But if it were like out and I hadn't worked on it, I would be like, I want to see this so bad, but it would be so bad for my mental health.
Yeah, I could see that.
And then the men in my family would be like, oh yeah, like let's watch this like super violent thing. And then they'd be like, oh.
That didn't end how you thought it did. Dobby, no. You've already bitten me 3 times today. And I am not about that life. He's like, consequences? I don't understand what you mean. I'm gonna go eat some plastic about it. Actually, he's probably going to try to jump onto the desk somewhere that there's not
I
space
know.
for
I was
him.
gonna say. I was like, I don't think he's done.
Probably knock a bunch of stuff over. This is what we do. We just fight all the time. It's fine.
It's still more healthy than the relationships in your book.
That's so true. Uh, that's funny.
That could be something. Okay, let's start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. We're going to end at the 5-minute mark in everyone's time zones. I finished the formatting of the thingy.
That's fine. I did make a little weekly planner, and it's not super detailed. It's just like, hey, on Sunday, this is where you should be posting. On Monday, this is where you should be posting and what you should be posting. Not like the specific post itself, but just kind of a way to quickly go through a checklist and be like, did I post here? Did I post here?
Yeah.
So
I have a document like that with the social media assistant. And we definitely thought I was about to sneeze. And then we do the other stuff.
yeah, and it's gonna make it a lot easier too, because I can just post like, okay, I need one reel on this day and I can post it on these locations. Not have to like double up on everything. So that'll be good. And then I made a post today. I need to schedule stuff for the week. I have it partially scheduled, but I think that's part of what makes it difficult is that I haven't necessarily been doing it in order. So then I'm like, where did I do that?
Yeah, so you're a guest on the Inimitable Books ClickUp, but in order to do that, I believe you made a free ClickUp account, and they should have free templates for social media content planning.
Oh,
Lists and stuff. And
I'll have to look at that.
that's what I've been using with the social media assistant, and it's been lovely.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out, because also being able to go in and just like click it and say like I did that for my own brain.
No, exactly. Like we just mark it as, is it in process? Is it an idea? Is it? I don't know what my mom is doing, but I hear it very loud all of a sudden. Anyway, how did people do in the comments? I have not read it yet because I'm just exporting the thing.
Regina was getting some expert advice.
Oh
Yeah, Amara, I'm loving that. It does make me comment competitively, and I think that's what they are wanting. And I'm like, yes, I know that I'm falling for the shtick. Give me more. Oh, Amara said that she signed up for the cover reveal, and at the end where it says add to my TBR, it takes her to Grandma's Little Secret instead of to Mother Mercy.
I updated that form. Okay, well, clearly it didn't save. So I updated that weeks ago. Thank you for telling me, and I will fix that.
And Regina said, hooray for finishing the formatting, 10 out of 10. I added the 10 out of 10. She didn't say
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was in her vernacular, but like, cool.
And then she's catching up on journaling.
Awesome. Also, I was trying to be lazy and not go directly to Goodreads and stuff to find your book, and I searched your name and I got your Simon & Schuster page.
Okay.
Which, like, nice.
I'm like,
not what I was looking for.
Yeah, I do periodically like go to like a different browser and in private and search myself to just see what happens, to see what's ranking where.
I need to do that more, but it's just in what time? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I got this. By the way, we estimated 300 pages for your book,
Hmm.
and
Did
we've
we underestimate?
I think so. Let's just say I was going to say the last victim. That's not true because I read who the last victim was this morning. The second to last victim, it goes for a long time. So we might be wrong on the page count, which is fine because then it could mean that maybe we could charge a little bit more. Maybe.
Fair. I know I'm a majorly an underwriter, so
No, and I'd asked you to bump it up, and so you've been great. Actually, that's not a problem. It's more just I'm looking at that 300. I'm like, I don't think that's accurate for one reason or another. Becca needs something from me about her book cover. Sorry, I just saw that. I'm like, wait a second.
I need to go and look at Becca and Kate's social media because I don't think the algorithm wants us to be talking to each other.
You'd
I
be too
think
powerful.
that's what I think. So
That's
that's what
oh
I
my
just
god.
had like the biggest mental blip.
I just had a big blip where I was like, wait a second, he sent me the wrong dust jacket.
Whoops.
Oh no. And I this is what I get for not opening a file. Okay, hold on. Sorry. We should be wrapping up. I have somewhere to be in like 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
uh,
I was very much working again.
yeah, I was too. We were both like, because
Just
we
sitting
do
here, no
co-working
sprint.
sessions when we're not live. So we're just like, and it's very much like, oh, I have to go take care of Riley, or oh, that's fine, I have to go do something, and then we just come back. And yeah. Sorry, everyone.
This is a little bit of a backstage pass, limited access only.
Yeah. What is the YouTube leaderboard? So basically, it's something that YouTube started about a month or two ago, and I noticed it while watching Kate's streams. And basically, it's a way to encourage engagement during live streams, which has been super helpful to our small channel, because I think it's been helping us get views and stuff. So like, please keep it up. It initially was only rolled out to channels that are in the YouTube partner program, which means that they're monetized, and we are not, but I guess we now have it, which is super fun. If you ask me, like, oh, I'm commenting a lot, but my score doesn't seem to go up, or it seems that the scores get frozen at certain times, because that's what I was experiencing as a commenter on Kate's streams. I don't know how it works. I just know that it's there, and I don't know if that was a bug and if it's since been fixed, but it's great. And so, yeah, it's fun. If you don't like it, you can turn it off in your settings, but yeah. That is the XP at the top, Regina. Yes, and because you comment so much and I love you for it, that's why you have 225. Yeah.
So for your first comment, I know you get 25 XP.
Yes. But then it's something like if you're commenting, I think within the first 10 minutes versus, and then late, I don't know. I don't know if they continued the thing where they pause it or if they now only just grade how many points you get for how fast or how much you're commenting, and like at what time in the stream. But I just know that there are periods where it was like, I'm commenting not only to get points, but like, shouldn't this be affecting the points? And it wasn't. So I don't know the rules. If there is an explanation video of it, I haven't found it or found time to watch it. So, but yes, it is fun. And Chandra, remind everyone who you are.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I am Chandra Arthur, author of Mother Mercy, which is a thriller
that 5 times fast.
Yes. I gotta slowly speak. The cover reveal is going to be October 14th. There's still time to sign up for that, so definitely do so. And then release date will be in March. So be sure to follow me on socials for more information about that.
It's actually coming out on St. Patty's Day, which is probably good because you might want to drink.
Yeah, that's true. That is accurate.
You can sign up for Chandra's cover reveal here. The form is now accurate. Please add her book to your Goodreads TBR if you haven't already. I believe it's also up on the Story Graph. It should be up on Book Hype. I haven't checked Book Hype in a while because I decided to take on 3 thrillers that publish back to back to back and build a course and launch it while I would still be editing the books and stuff like that. So anyway, it should be up on multiple sites, not just Goodreads. I know it's up for pre-order on a lot of websites. If you go to this website versus going to Chandra's website, which might just link to the form. I'm not sure what Chandra did. But if you go here, you'll actually see the book information, including the buy links. The pre-order form for that has not been uploaded yet to add your receipt because we need to talk about what the pre-order incentive is going to be. I have an idea that I haven't floated yet to you.
Okay.
And then underneath that on the same link, we have Thanks for Watching, which is by author-tuber Kate Kavanaugh. It is kind of like, and then there are none but social media influencers. And if you felt like Glass Onion let some of the characters off too nicely, this doesn't. So
I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, you can look forward to that. That cover reveal will be October 28th. October 7th, we have The Shadow Rises coming out, which is the sequel to The Storm Gathers. If you thought that The Storm Gathers was a doozy and the audiobook is sublime. The second book is coming out on October 7th in hardcover, ebook, and audiobook simultaneously, same narrator. The second book is basically twice as long as the first book in physical format. I haven't looked at the runtime of the audiobook. But it's amazing. Also know that there are triggers in that book. So we care very much about trigger warnings at Inimitable Books, but that doesn't not mean that our books are not triggering. So
Yes.
take care of yourself. But if you haven't pre-ordered all our titles and you think you would like all of them, please do. Know that Grandma's Little Secret by Becca C. Smith, which is coming out next February, is psychological thriller with paranormal elements and some horror elements, which is very much conveyed by the cover. There is violence in it, but it's not super, super gory, except maybe like one scene, I would say. That's not true for Mother Mercy. There are multiple scenes that I would say are like Dexter level gore, Criminal Minds level sadism. So just be aware, but it is an awesome book. It is so awesome. And then for thanks for watching, it's, you know, if you've read an Agatha Christie, it's not necessarily more violent than that. Obviously, it's much more modern. There is some triggering content throughout the book, so that'll be listed. I actually haven't finished compiling the list of triggers yet. There is an opaque-ish reference to trafficking in that book, and it is much more obvious in Mother Mercy. So if that topic is upsetting to you, especially given the current news, that is totally understandable. If you're like, how can I still support either of those titles? Joining the cover reveal would be amazing. Recommending the book to your friends if you think that they would like it, but obviously be honest and say like, oh, I haven't read it myself yet. Telling them to sign up to be an ARC reader, all of those things. So there are lots of ways to support our titles, even ones that you think might be too much for you. For The Shadow Rises and all of our non-thriller books, the triggering stuff is mostly just fantasy violence and different levels of that. And also really, really messed up families. But this one, I think, takes the cake on messed up families. So yeah, all happy stuff. Like
Super chill.
But big things are coming for Inimitable Books. Thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed yet to this new YouTube channel, which launched this summer and has much more focused content about writing and publishing advice, please do. We will still be doing writing sprints and things like that. And we also stream over on Twitch, same username at Inimitable Books. All of our events, digital and not including writing sprints, can be found at inimitablebooks.com on the events page. We also list real life in-person author events that any of our authors attend, even if I am not personally there. And so super exciting. You can subscribe to that calendar so you don't ever miss anything. And I will be back streaming, I believe. It depends on Holly Davis's schedule tomorrow, but she should be streaming at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, as she normally does on Mondays, and I'll be a co-host if that happens. And then on Tuesday, I'll be streaming over on Twitch, and then the rest of that schedule is up on our website, like I said. So thank you for being here, and I will see you all next time. And as a little plug to Kate's book, thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.